joke. Ford just built a Mustang that thinks it's a monster truck. And welcome back to Cars Review, because what you're about to see might be the most controversial vehicle Ford has ever put its name on. For 60 years, the word Mustang meant one thing: a low, loud, rear-wheel drive muscle car built for the drag strip and the open highway. That story just changed forever. Ford has pulled the wraps off the 2027 Mustang Dominion GT SUV. And yes, you read that right. The Mustang is now a full-size high-performance SUV, and it's packing enough power to make supercar owners nervous. Under the hood sits a twin-turbocharged 5.2-liter V8, hand-built and tuned to push out a staggering 900 horsepower and 750 pound-feet of torque. That number alone puts it in a league with the fastest performance SUVs on the planet. Ford claims a 0 to 60 time of just 3.1 seconds, which is absolutely insane for something this size. This isn't a soft crossover wearing a pony badge for marketing. This is a legitimate performance machine that happens to seat 5. The design is where things get really interesting. The Dominion GT keeps the aggressive Mustang DNA, the shark nose front fascia, the tri-bar LED lighting signature, the fastback-inspired roofline, but stretches it over a much larger, more muscular body. Wide fender flares house 22-inch wheels wrapped in performance rubber, and a functional hood vent hints at just how much heat that twin-turbo V8 is generating underneath. Ford didn't stop at looks. The Dominion GT rides on a new adaptive air suspension system, allowing it to switch between a comfortable, daily driving mode and a track-ready stance that drops the ride height for serious cornering grip. A Torsen limited slip differential, and standard all-wheel drive mean all that power actually gets to the pavement instead of going up in smoke, and well, unless you want it to. Inside, Ford is positioning this as a genuine flagship. Expect a massive curved digital display spanning the dashboard, Recaro performance seating, and a 12-speaker premium sound system. But the real party piece is the launch control system borrowed directly from the Mustang GT 500, letting drivers unleash all 900 horsepower in a controlled, brutal sprint off the line. So why would Ford turn its most iconic nameplate into an SUV? The answer is simple: money. Performance SUVs are the fastest-growing segment in the American market, and Ford wants a piece of that pie without losing the emotional pull of the Mustang name. Let's talk numbers, because this is where the Dominion GT either wins you over or loses you completely. Ford has confirmed pricing. We'll start around $95,000 for the base Dominion GT trim, with the fully loaded performance pack pushing past $115,000. That is Mustang money multiplied several times over. But Ford is betting buyers will see it as a bargain next to European rivals offering similar power. Production is set to begin in late 2026 at Ford's Flat Rock assembly plant in Michigan, with the first customer deliveries expected in early 2027. Ford is also confirming a limited Dominion GT First Edition run of just 1,000 units, each featuring exclusive grabber blue paint, unique carbon fiber trim, and a numbered dash plaque. Now let's put this beast against the competition, because the SUV performance segment is brutal right now. The Dominion GT's closest rival is the Jeep Grand Cherokee Trackhawk, which makes do with 707 horsepower, nearly 200 less than Ford's newcomer. Then there's the Dodge Durango SRT Hellcat, offering 710 horsepower, still well behind the Mustang's output. Even the Cadillac Escalade-V, one of America's most powerful luxury SUVs, tops out around 682 horsepower, leaving the Dominion GT in a class of its own for raw output. Overseas, the picture gets tougher. The Mercedes-AMG GLE 63S produces 603 horsepower, comfortably beaten by Ford's numbers, while the Porsche Cayenne Turbo GT edges closer with 631 horsepower, but still can't touch the Dominion GT's power figures. On paper, Ford has built the most powerful performance SUV in its price range. Full stop. But horsepower isn't everything, and critics are already raising real concerns. Some automotive journalists question whether cramming this much power into a taller, heavier SUV body compromises the razor-sharp handling that made the Mustang name legendary in the first place. Others argue Ford is diluting decades of brand identity just to chase SUV sales numbers, following the same controversial path Ford took with the Mustang Mach-E electric crossover. Ford's engineering team insists the Dominion GT was built from the ground up as a performance vehicle first, using a stiffened unibody platform, wider track width, and extensive wind tunnel testing to keep it planted at high speed. They claim it can hold its own on a road course, not just a straight line. Let's get into the technology, because Ford didn't just focus on horsepower with the Dominion GT. They packed this SUV with features designed to justify that six-figure price tag. Standard equipment includes Ford's latest BlueCruise 2.0 hands-free driving system, allowing drivers to travel hundreds of miles on approved highways without touching the wheel. A 15-inch center touchscreen runs Ford's newest Sync 5 software, paired with a fully digital 12.4-inch driver display that changes layout depending on which drive mode you select. Safety-wise, the Dominion GT comes loaded with a full suite of driver assistance technology, including adaptive cruise control, lane centering assist, blind spot monitoring with cross-traffic alert, and an evasive steering assist system designed to help avoid sudden obstacles. Ford has also equipped it with a 360-degree camera system and a reinforced safety cage built around the front and rear passenger compartments, engineered specifically to handle the added weight and speed this SUV is capable of. Early testing numbers suggest the Dominion GT is targeting a 5-star safety rating, though official crash test results won't be confirmed until closer to its 2027 launch. Ford safety engineers have stated that extra reinforcement was necessary given the vehicle's extreme performance capability, essentially building in more protection to match the extra speed. Now about that backlash. Since Ford's reveal, automotive forums and social media have been split right down the middle. Die-hard Mustang purists are furious, arguing that turning an SUV into a Mustang disrespects 6 decades of two-door muscle car heritage. Others are praising Ford for innovation, pointing out that the Mach-E faced identical criticism at launch and went on to become a commercial success for the brand. Ford's official response has been direct. Company representatives say the Mustang name has always represented performance, freedom, and boundary-pushing engineering, not simply a body style. They're framing the Dominion GT as an expansion of what Mustang stands for, not a replacement for the classic coupe, which Ford has confirmed will continue production alongside this new SUV variant. So where does that leave us? Ford has built the most powerful performance SUV in its price class, wrapped in the most polarizing badge in American car culture, backed by serious technology and safety credentials to match the hype. Is the 2027 Mustang Dominion GT SUV a bold evolution of an American icon, or a step too far from everything the Mustang name used to mean? Drop your take in the comments below, because we want to know exactly where you stand on this one. That wraps up our full breakdown of the 2027 Mustang Dominion GT SUV. If you enjoyed this deep dive, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications, because Cars Review brings you the newest reveals before anyone else. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.